pothole progress.
Just get a lot of thumbs up and a lot of people just driving by and just, honking and saying good job.
See the truck helping Irving crews make street repairs faster than ever before. Shoppers delight.
Oh, this is great. This is like a dream come true for us.
A supersized duty-free store opens at DFW Airport. See some of the luxury items available and meet an Irving businessman who is a big investor.
Oink, 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 oink.
Swine and wine.
This is something you'd plan a trip around.
A big event for foodies makes a stop in Irving for the first time, and this one is all about the pork. Plus a new building welcoming students to UD, and a virtual view inside Irving Libraries. Now on City Source. More restaurants open at the Toyota Music Factory as we get closer to the grand opening of the entire complex. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. Our coverage from the new city-owned entertainment venue is coming up. But first, travelers to Irving passing through DFW International Airport have a huge new place to shop. In fact, developers say it's the biggest duty-free shop in the Western Hemisphere. We were there for the opening celebration and heard from the people behind it.
Please make your way to Gate 10. Thank you.
Walls that for months concealed construction in DFW Airport's Terminal D provided only a hint of what was to come. Now we can see it all. This is the grand opening celebration for TRG Duty Free. Developers say it holds the distinction of being the largest duty-free store in the Western Hemisphere. So how many square feet is this space?
Around 18,000 square feet. Give or take on our ground floor area, it's the size of a football field.
Inside, shoppers can find cosmetics, clothes, jewelry, and more.
So there's a wonderful mix of the iconic global brands and the local brands that's just unparalleled in the world.
There is a lot to see here. This area is designed for special product launches and promotions.
As you can see when you walk in, you're just immersed in digital entertainment.
Then there is a second floor with waiting areas equipped with iPads and more.
Also a very unique quality to be able to have a piano bar and a relaxed sitting environment with digital to be able to order.
If you're about to get on a plane, you're waiting to board, you want a place to come and sit and relax and browse, this is the place to be.
The shopping opportunities extend beyond this space. The same group behind this project opened new upscale retail throughout the terminal, including Whiskey Flight. That's where we met Irving-based businessman Charles Bush.
I started in Irving in 1999. I had one store at DFW. Since then, I've grown through joint ventures to about 23 stores.
His company's investment in this duty-free project is his company's largest.
I'm living a dream.
He expects a strong market for these high-end products. This price tag.
That's right, $3,800.
People just going through the airport spending $3,800 on a bottle.
We've had some almost at $7,000 price range.
In these shops, bottled liquor and tobacco are only for sale to international passengers. But developers want people to know that the rest of the products are available to anyone.
We have the opportunity now to sell our products to all traveling passengers. So that's a key thing. It used to not be that way.
So if you're traveling and you're in the airport, you could buy at duty-free prices.
They believe the economic impact this store will make is worthy of this big celebration. What made you see the potential to just say, hey, we're going to go big?
Well, it was really the vision of DFW. But DFW really came in and wanted to break the paradigm and say, we want something different, we want to be the biggest.
We really want to transform the travel experience for all of our customers.
We look at that this is an investment in the future, in the growth of Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex and the growth of DFW Airport.
A growing area that now has expanded opportunities to shop before catching a flight. And if you are not there to shop, there is also some sculpture to see in that store. You see some of it behind me. It was crafted by James Searles, who also has a piece in the sculpture garden at the Irving Arts Center. Catch up on any airport stories you may have missed. Look for the DFW Airport playlist on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/the City of Irving. Now to our ongoing series on infrastructure called Investing in Our Future. Today we are heading out with streets crew members as they repair potholes. It's a process they say is getting more efficient, and we saw why.
This 39, go ahead.
Daryl Franklin has worked for the City of Irving Streets Department for 20 years. In 20 years, how many potholes do you figure you fixed?
Oh, a bunch. I couldn't even imagine.
It is a process that has gotten easier since the debut of this asphalt truck a couple of years ago.
So one unit carries everything with it. It's able to keep the asphalt hot all day long in cold weather, which makes the asphalt easier to use.
Keeping the asphalt hot helps avoid waste.
And he's able to use that throughout the whole day.
Previously, the asphalt would get hauled around in a dump truck or flatbed. Any not used within a few hours would become unusable. It was also harder to handle.
Instead of having to climb in and out of the back of a dump truck, they can dump it right out of the back in any quantity they need.
The first step in repairing a pothole is clearing any debris. They have to make sure it's clean and dry. We watched the crew handle that and then move on through the other steps. Watch some of it in time lapse. This spot on West Pioneer Drive is just a temporary repair until a concrete crew can take on more significant improvements. In just a few minutes, they are done. Many of the repairs they do are small, like this one.
The little ones are what's going to grow up to be the big ones that we call tire benders, and that's what we're trying to prevent.
The streets team spots many potholes on their own, and they also get tips from residents who call on the pothole hotline. It's available 24 hours a day at 972-721-7303.
Our goal is to repair all potholes within 24 hours.
Sometimes it's even faster than that because all of their supplies are always ready to go on this truck.
It's making a very big difference as far as how fast we can respond.
And they believe residents are noticing the improvement. They hear about it on the hotline.
We do get a lot of people that call back on that exact same hotline that thank us for how quick we were out to fix the pothole.
And they see appreciation on the streets.
We just get a lot of thumbs up and a lot of people just driving by and just, honking and saying good job.
Giving them a moment to feel proud before they move on to the next one. They repair about 7,000 potholes a year.
Back there was a pothole.
And as long as there are streets, they'll have work to do. And soon the Streets Division will have more new equipment on the road. It is getting a new concrete mixing truck. And in case you need it again, here's that number for the pothole hotline. It's 972-721-7303. It's a voicemail system, so you can call anytime. And here is another way to get involved. The next town hall meeting is set for Tuesday, March 20th at 6:30 p.m. at Georgia Faro Recreation Center. It's open to everyone. Even more new restaurants are opening at the Toyota Music Factory, an entertainment and dining destination owned by the City of Irving. Here's our visit to the grand opening of Gloria's Latin Cuisine, where we even heard from Gloria herself. How does it feel to have this restaurant open today?
Well, it's very exciting, very happy. It's going to be our new baby.
It's very excited because I love we do this. We enjoy it every day.
Thank you.
I think what's happening in Irving now is even greater than what we even imagined. All the restaurants opening.
Gloria's is more of a local treasure, so a North Texas treasure, and we are getting one here in Irving, and I think that's an awesome thing. They've got such a great reputation.
This is my favorite.
You're part of this development, the Toyota Music Factory. Why was it important to be here in Irving?
It was very important since day one. From the bars, the restaurants, we are all going to feed from each other. So we're all going to bring a lot of people to the area.
Really starting to see everything come together. You've almost got now everything fronting Las Colinas Boulevard open and just animating what's been a construction site for so long, and now you can really start to see this. It gives us one more opportunity to go back out to our clients and say, you know that thing we've been telling you about and telling you about and telling you it's coming and telling you it's coming? Well, our ability to use that as a hook to reach back out to our clients and say, it really is real. It really is real. It's very exciting.
It's going to be fantastic. Get the word out.
We're very happy to be here.
Yeah, and another part of the Toyota Music Factory is Big Beat Dallas, which includes a number of restaurants and the outdoor plaza. It is expected to open in late March. We are working on a preview of that for our next show. Then Alamo Drafthouse Cinema is expected to open in April. And the final main venues, Kitchen 101 and Violet Room, are slated to open this summer. Here's an idea of what they will look like. You can tell we stay busy with all of these grand openings at the Music Factory. Later on City Source, see the debut of Grimaldis Pizzeria. Meanwhile, another grand opening happened very close to our ICTN studio at Rogers Road and Rock Island Boulevard. Southern Junction has been open for a while, but this was the ceremonial opening with the Chamber of Commerce. Southern Junction is a steakhouse, concert venue, dancing spot, and more. In fact, there are even dance lessons on Thursday nights. Kathy Whiteman will have a full story on the next edition of ICTN's About Town. And the grand openings keep coming. This next one is from the University of Dallas. You'll remember back in 2016, City Source was there for the groundbreaking of a new student services building. Now it is complete. Take a look.
So we've just had the ribbon cutting and the blessing of our brand new building, Cardinal Farrell Hall. It's been so exciting.
This building, I think, is a testament to the ethos, the spirit of UD, that takes the best of the tradition and uses it to dialogue and to move towards the future.
We had the grand opening of our brand new front door for the university. I arrived at the University of Dallas 8 years ago. How we present ourselves from the curb appeal wasn't even close to the spectacular work that's done in the classroom. The North Gate was improved by the city a number of years ago. Tom Braniff was improved. 114 is spectacular. We are now making a contribution to the quality of the city of Irving, that this is now going to be a destination.
In my 4 years here, this has kind of been under construction, underway. Something to replace Carpenter Hall, which is so beautiful, but it's time for something new, so this is an exciting, great day.
Well, the building's meant to be a student center and administration center. So the first floor, we have the registrar's office, the business office, the financial aid office, and the HR office. The second floor is the academic floor. We have 3 classrooms. We have a traditional classroom, we have a computer classroom, and then we have a state-of-the-art technology classroom. Also, the provost offices is on that floor, so all the academic executives are on that floor. Then the third floor is the executive offices, mine and the vice president's, and also the advancement, development, marketing, and alumni relations.
I never got a BA, and I never got an MA, like most of you here, at the University of Dallas, but I do have a building that has my name on it.
Well, Cardinal Farrell was here for 10 years. Cardinal Farrell is the reason that I came to the University of Dallas. A lot of this has to do with the vision and the leadership that Bishop Farrell brought to the board.
I do want, in a very special way, to thank the Board of Trustees and President Keefe for the great honor you bestow on me today.
I think this building is just an example of how we're going to keep growing and moving forward.
It embodies the best technology has to offer, but it does so looking to the past, moving towards the future.
Well, this is more important than just another functional facility. This is a statement. This is a statement about who we are, how good we are, and what we stand for.
The University of Dallas has unveiled several big improvements in recent years, among them SB Hall and a new drama building. Check this out. It's a new way to plan your visit to Irving Libraries. The team there has created 360-degree tours of the branches. You can navigate them with your mouse, on your phone, or even with virtual reality glasses. Along the way, you will see icons that provide more details about library services. So far, the virtual tours are available for the South, East, and West branches. Valley Ranch will be posted later. Find these virtual tours at cityofirving.org/3221, or you can find them through the main library site. And there is nothing virtual about this tour. It's a chance to get a look inside Irving's Heritage House. It will be open for docent-led tours on Sunday, March 4th at 3 and 4 p.m. The house is a state historic landmark and provides insight into how one of Irving's first families lived. Also included on the tour, the recently reconstructed Mary's Playhouse. The Heritage House is located at 303 South O'Connor Road. A first-time event for Irving brought out a flurry of food lovers who got to try out plenty of pork. The event is called Casal 555. We got the story behind that name and saw all of the activity.
I want to welcome everybody to the party.
No little piggy going to market here. This big piggy went to a hotel.
Oink, 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 oink.
And it's the Four Seasons in Irving.
Where else are you going to see a butcher demo in the middle of a ballroom?
Ready? Yeah! Let's go!
The demo draws the curious and the connoisseurs, bringing out grins and a few grimaces. It's all part of Casal 555. Casal means pig in French. As for the rest of the name,
It's 5 chefs, 5 pigs, 5 winemakers in a friendly competition for a cause. And the cause is about raising awareness about heritage breed pigs.
All the wine and all the pork is just incredible. It's a great mix.
a couple of hours earlier, that chef competition got underway. Christophe Siré from Law at the Four Seasons worked to get everything just right for the judges.
A little bit hectic.
He tells them his creation is
absolutely sexy. Just like the presentation, absolutely sexy, right?
For me, to have the right product available for the dishes, to let the flavors pop, for me that's sexiness.
Those judges' scores will be combined with those from all of the guests who bought tickets.
Yeah,
what is this?
Blood sausage.
They line up across the ballroom to taste the creations, all made with specially raised pigs from family farms.
And you gotta come back continuously because we're gonna roll out a few more dishes throughout.
Winners go on to compete at the national level.
And Grand Cochon is like the Super Bowl of swine.
That's in September, but on this night, one focus is on the impact this event can have in Irving. It's here for the first time.
A little bang on here, bam.
So we love this, and I think this is such another great food story. I feel like we've been doing a lot of food things with you lately.
It is true, and that growing food scene is getting attention.
Everybody here in Irving cares about food, what's happening in the culture, they care about restaurants, and they want to see farmers succeed.
You know, this is that farm to fork and sustainability movement, and it builds on certainly what the Four Seasons has done with their restaurant, their food and beverage program here, to take advantage of what's around you, what's in the region, and really build on that. And you see that happening with all these amazing chefs from this area that are here.
Good to see you.
And Chef Siré enjoys sharing his creations with a new audience.
I think that's one of the best opportunities, to talk to them, show them what you're proud of, see the smile on the guests' faces. That's a donut with bacon jam, which is also called bagel, depending on the situation.
Beyond enjoying that food, organizers hope people will gain new awareness.
Learning more about where your food comes from, learning about the family farmers in America who are raising them.
This hog ate better than I knew.
Back at the butcher demo,
I videoed a couple of clips of it, so I found it very exciting.
she is among those hoping to get some new ideas here.
I would have liked to, the chef to come home and be able to cook it for me, because I don't know what to do with it once it gets to the house. That's the only thing.
But she is finding some food for thought at Casal 555.
I didn't really know what to expect, but I'm really happy with the whole experience.
And if you're eating as you watch this program, you can thank me for not including more of that butcher demo. Anyway, the event also raised a few $1,000s for a charity that helps farmers. It's called Piggy Bank. Other news now, Irving Recreation Centers are offering spring break camps for children in kindergarten through 5th grade. Crafts, gym games, and field trips are among the planned activities. Snacks are provided, but participants are asked to bring a sack lunch. The cost is $95, and sign-up is available at all rec centers and through the city website. Now we head back to the Toyota Music Factory for another grand opening. It's Grimaldis Pizzeria, and the general manager told us about a unique way his team brings New York authenticity to Irving. Turns out, it's in the water.
Today is our grand opening for Grimaldis Pizzeria, Las Colinas. So we're New York style coal-fired brick oven pizza. And the way that makes it different is we use anthracite coal, which is an eco-friendly burning fuel. So it gives it a char and a smoky flavor that you might not find anywhere else. And we also use New York water. And the way we do that is we have a filtration system. All of the Irving water will go through that filtration system, and when it comes out, it has the same chemical composition as the water in New York.
We are pleased to have you here.
You chose Irving to come here. We're really grateful for that.
Another great restaurant here in the Music Factory. What more could we ask for?
Bringing in Grimaldis, which has a national reputation, it's great pizza, and having them choose Irving for their next restaurant is a great thing for us.
With all the restaurants opening up here in the Music Factory, we have the fine dining, we have the takeout, and we also have nice pizza places, roast beef, We have the Yard House, all the others. It's a nice variety for all the citizens of Irving.
Well, it's such an exciting time right now for Irving. They have the pavilion. Obviously, we're going to have an Alamo Draft House. We have, I think, in my opinion, the best spot at the Toyota Music Factory. They have to pass us to get their tickets and pass us again to go inside.
Everything is going to be coming online at this point so quickly, and you know how many ribbon cuttings we've been doing these last couple of weeks, but it's exciting to see, and it's fun to have every couple of days now a new story to tell and a new flavor to sell, and it's awesome. We love that.
And we're happy to be here.
Watch all of our coverage from the city-owned entertainment venue on our Toyota Music Factory playlist. Find it at youtube.com/the City of Irving. The Study, Irving's Innovation Center, which is located in the former Central Library, was the site of a competition called a Hackathon, and cash prizes were on the line. Brett Wheeler covered that for us.
At the Study in Irving, it was 24 hours of computers, coding, and coffee.
Is it stressful? It is, because I'm on like 2 hours of sleep, but it's a lot of fun.
That's right, no rest for these keyboard quarterbacks as they participated in the 24-hour Hackathon.
You know, we have the first Hackathon at the Study. AVL and ALS, both Boeing divisions, decided that they were going to sponsor a Hackathon. Really, it's a corporate challenge question. Bring together students from UTD developers to come up with a hack. That's a shortcut or a solution to try and do business better.
ILS is now a key component in the transaction.
Not only is this hackathon what's best for business, it's also designed to inspire students to use technology to solve real-world issues businesses deal with on a daily basis. Sponsors for this hackathon are exploring the obstacles that face the airline industry, such as how airline parts are bought and sold. Mayor Rick Stouffer and his wife served as judges for the event.
Very interesting because to see so many talented people in one room with so many different ideas and so many different ways to get to a solution. It's just, it was very exciting for me to see how they had spent a day, you know, just constantly working on something and coming up with a process and a way to make it happen.
The hardest part, I think, was like going through the challenges and coming up with what solution we wanted to do, because for all of us, this is our first hackathon, so we didn't know what to do at all. So it was just going through the challenges and determining which one to do and which one would be the most realistic for us, and then coming up with a possible solution that we could present.
This is very much outside my comfort zone. I'm a mechanical engineer, so I'm not a programmer, and I don't know much about business. So I get here and the company is like, okay, we want you to tackle our problems. And I'm like, oh, there's no equation sheet or syllabus or guidelines. And so it's a lot of learning on the fly.
Learning on the fly is just one of the obstacles of this hackathon. The other is completing the hack within the 24-hour time limit.
That's the a-thon in Hackathon, right? So they come at 10 a.m. and then stay over 24 hours. Judging begins at 10 a.m. And I guess the other benefit that I didn't mention is the hackers have the opportunity to win prizes, in this case from $1,000, $2,000, and $3,000.
So even though we're all doing it for fun, we're also kind of doing it for money. So, but it's all about the learning experience.
The first place winner with a $3,000 prize was to the point.
Learning and earning at the same time is a huge benefit for these students. But events like this one just might help them crack the code to their future. Brett Wheeler for CitySource.
And we're not letting Brett stop there. It's time now for our Pets of the Week, so let's head out to the Animal Care Campus.
Hello everyone, welcome to Pet of the Week. I'm Brett Wheeler along with Michael Whiteside, and we have a dynamic duo here, Bonnie and Clyde. Tell me a little about Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde they're about 3.5 years old. They were just returned to the shelter last week. They had been adopted from us, and the owner's job changed and required a lot more travel, so they weren't able to provide the care that they needed. So they are a bonded pair. We do plan to have them adopted together, and they're just kind of love bugs.
Now the original Bonnie and Clyde, they like to get into a little trouble. How about these Bonnie and Clyde? Are they about the same?
I don't think so. I doubt they're going to be too much trouble. They could probably stand some exercise, not judging at all, but they are a little chunky, but they get around just fine, and they just enjoy kind of hanging out with people, hanging out with each other, and are just the sweetest little pair.
Michael, it's not swimsuit season yet. I think you give them a little time. Give them a little time. All right, Michael, we have some heavy-duty dogs with some heavy-duty names. Tell me who we have here.
These two are a much larger bonded pair than we saw previously. We have Tonka, and this is Dozer. They're German Shepherd mixes, and they actually were from the same litter. They're about 6 years old now, so they've been together since the womb. So we're, wanting to get them adopted together as well.
Now these guys you're not your average sized doggies. What sort of environment should they be in?
They're really going to want to be with somebody that's, has a yard, probably a big backyard, or somebody that goes out and walks. They might need a little bit of leash training. I'm not sure they've had much training on a leash, although they're doing really, really well right now. Now, the one thing you don't want to have around these guys is going to be chickens. We did find out that they like to eat chickens. They like to chase them and eat them. I guess when they first moved out to the country, their first little critter was a porcupine. My understanding is that they are excellent with kids, excellent with other dogs. Cats we're not too sure about, but other than that, they're just fantastic dogs. They're going to be a great addition to anybody's family.
All right, Michael, we just got done hanging out with some big dogs, and now we're here with Lulu. Tell me a little about Lulu.
Yep, Lulu is a gorgeous cat. She's kind of ignoring us at the moment, which is typical for many cats. She's about 5 years old. She was adopted from us at one point, and unfortunately her owner lost their home. So she was brought back to the shelter. She's really, really sweet, although she, again, looks kind of angry at the moment, but she's really a sweet cat. She's really lovable. She just wants to show some affection and have somebody to just hang out with and be their best friend.
All right, Michael, so spring is right around the corner, and something we should probably consider is pet health. Talk about the importance of keeping your animal healthy.
Sure. Really the keys to keeping your pet healthy are to see a vet regularly, regular checkups, regular vaccinations, keep them on a heartworm preventative, make sure they get some exercise, whether that's just playing in the backyard, taking them for a walk or a run, bringing them to the dog park. And then keeping them on a good feeding schedule.
I think it's even tips that even everyone can take, take advice. And also pets will help you lose weight too, or help you exercise as well.
Yeah, and a lot of people recommend that, especially if you're starting an exercise regimen and you have a pet that you can take out for a walk or a run. They're great companions to have along with you, and it can get you motivated to get out and actually do something active.
Sounds like a win-win. Michael, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you everyone. Back to you, Thomas.
All right, thanks a lot, Brett. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also, check out the websites you see on your screen. Now, as you know, CitySource has been closely following the progress at the Toyota Music Factory. We are getting ready for a tour of Big Beat Dallas in advance of its grand opening. We expect to have that for you next time. Also, an emotional story you will want to see. It's from Canine Companions for Independence in Irving, where people are getting matched with specially trained assistance dogs. And here is our email address if you'd like to send us a comment. It's ictn@cityofirving.org. And you can also find us on YouTube. That's youtube.com/thecityofirving. And how about leaving us some comments and likes while you're there? And that's it for this edition of City Source. We leave you now with a look at some of the progress at Luzon Park, where crews are constructing a new playground. Thanks to everyone who's a part of this one, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.